Howdy y'all, it's Ryan from RNA Music, deep in the heart of Texas, your favorite mama pop guitar shop, music lesson studio. Today we're going to talk about palm muting. Palm muting on the guitar. See if you're having a little trouble with your palm mutes and how they sound. We're going to talk about that real quick today. See if I can help you guys with things that helped me when I was younger and things I'm trying to help my current students with. So let's go, palm mute. So let's talk about palm muting. What is palm muting? Great question. You'll see that sometimes written in, if you looked up some tablature for a song, you'll see this little dashed line. It'll say PM over it. Not Prime Minister, not Perfect Mom. It's palm muting. Palm muting. And of course, if you listen to rock and heavy metal stuff, you'll have heard palm muting, right? So real quick, palm muting is where you take the edge of your palm and you're resting it lightly across the strings over the bridge. And you get a slightly slightly muted sound. This is unmuted. Open, right? And here it is muted. Chugs. Some people call them chugs. So I've noticed lately with a few of my in-person students, we've been working on some songs and they got some palm muty sections and they're experiencing some of the challenges that we probably all experienced when we first tried to play palm muting music. I definitely experienced those challenges when I was a young fellow, cleanly shaven with no beard, when I was learning how to do palm mutes, right? So let me show you a couple of the mistakes that I'm sure I made for sure, and that some of my students I'm noticing lately. A lot of them are over muting, right? They're over muting. You only want to mute the string just enough where you still get the pitch and the tone. Where it's still an E, but you don't want it to be. So that's too muted. You lose the pitch. A couple of things can be causing that. Too much pressure, but that's not usually the problem. The problem usually is the placement of your karate chop, SpongeBob karate, the knife edge of your palm. Sometimes you're too far forward. What I mean is, I'm placing, when I palm mute, the edge of my palm almost directly right on top of the saddles on the bridge. I mean, literally right on the saddles. To me, I think that's the perfect placement to get a nice, still even tone and pitch out of the note you're getting, but it's still slightly muted. Now, if your hand scootches forward a little bit and you're a little bit too far in front of the bridge, that's where it gets over muted. You can still hear that the pitches are changing, but in my opinion, they're a little too muted for the effect I'm going for. Now, anything can be done on the guitar for whatever reason you want. You know what I mean? I really scooched up. If I want a very percussive thing, more of a sound effect, you might move your hand forward because you want that effect for a certain part. But generally speaking, when you wanted to just slightly mute the string and still get most of the tone out of it, I've noticed lately with a couple different students, usually their placement of their palm is off. It's a little too far forward. more so than pressing down too hard. It's usually just too far forward. So if you find your mutes to be too metallic and not enough tone or pitch, you can see how far my hand is in front of the bridge, right? Bring it back. So the biggest issue I have seen recently with a few people is just the placement of their palm. There's a couple of things that can be giving you challenges with your palm muting, but that's the number one thing I see is just placement. You're just too far forward. So finding just the right placement. Now you can experiment, move your hand around. You'll see what I'm talking about with too much pressure or maybe too much palm, too much of your palm. Again, think of it like a SpongeBob karate chop, KI, just right at the edge. Now, not like this. Clearly, you have to lay your hand down to be able to pick. I feel like placement is the number one thing. Now, the second thing I've noticed lately with a few people in person is very common in like classic rock and metal stuff is the back and forth between palm muted notes and non-palm muted notes. So you have a non-muted note or chord. This back and forth between a non-muted and a muted. It reminded me of being a young player, like, oh my God, I got to go back and forth between muted and not muted. Muting is fine. Not muted, and this back and forth. We were working on Seek and Destroy recently, and a student was like, he was muting everything. Which is not quite right. Or he wasn't muting it. He was just... Correct notes, correct rhythm, correct fingerings, all that. But without the palm mutes in there, you hear it just doesn't sound quite right. It's this mixture, this back and forth between palm muted and not palm muted notes. So you got a little bit of this hopping rhythm. Your hand's kind of doing this. This little bunny hop happening with your riff. Now, to unmute, you don't have to go very far. You don't have to come way off of the guitar. Just a slight lift will give you an unmuted note. Okay, now, the best thing you can do is go pick up any song that you're currently working on that you really love and you'll get tired of it, and you can just play the crap out of it for endless hours and really focus on the palm mutes in the song, whatever song it is. I grew up with old Metallica and Megadeth and Pantera stuff when I was a kid. So I'm pretty sure it was Metallica is where I really started developing the palm muting thing. I'm pretty sure for myself. So pick up any of those songs that you like, but you can just pick an E power chord and go to town. Right now, a good example: patterns. You can do all kinds of patterns, but we could do a 4-chord pattern where you have an open, chug, chug, chug. So I had an unmuted chord, and then 3 palm muted ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open on the ones. Pick any chord you want. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter. Groups of 4. Groups of 4 notes where the first one is open. Do that until you're tired of it. You do groups of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're gonna stay open on the 1. It's like a triplet, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Groups of 2. Now that's probably the trickiest one because you're going right back and forth between unmuted, muted, unmuted, muted. Right, and then of course just 1, 1, you know, they're all muted. Them in groups. Most songs, it's a combination of those. So 4 notes, 3 notes, 2 notes. I'm doing it just on this one chord so I can focus solely on my palm muting position and the number of notes I'm playing that are muted and unmuted, not worrying about left hand riffs and that kind of stuff. Placement is usually one of the biggest problems. The other problem I see a lot of is just going back and forth between an unmuted part and a palm muted part. That back and forth wrist movement. I find it super helpful for myself to go really slowly when I'm working on something. We all want to go faster. Faster is, you know, whoever goes fastest wins, right? Go slow. You want to get every single note to sound exactly like you want it to, muted or not muted. You are in total control of what's happening over here. The slower you go, the more you can control it. And the more you can observe what's happening, and you can decide, oh, was that good? Oh, no, that was a good one. What did I do? Do that again. Oh, what did I move? Oh, I moved it over. Oh, too much. Move back. Oh, there it is. There's the spot. Okay, this was just supposed to be a quick and dirty. It's already 14 minutes. Little quick video about palm muting, something that might help you. If you took anything positive away from this, I hope you did. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be great. If you never subscribed to our channel before, subscribe if you want to. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're a little mom and pop music lesson studio, guitar shop, small town, East Texas. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more videos soon. Until then, keep the music alive. Don't forget it. The music needs you. We need the music. We need to keep it alive for the next generation of palm muters. I'm going to try to come in with videos. I've decided whatever I observe during the week that I'm helping other people with in person, I think that'd be a good video. I'm going to try to make a lot of those videos if I can. If you have questions, you guys want to see something, and girls want to see something in particular, please leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye guys. Kneecap, struggling.